No More StinkyMonkeys.com production. I was at a dinner at a friend's house about a year after this next singer's groundbreaking album came out. We were discussing how much she hated the guy she sang about, and this fellow I met for the first time that night said, "If I was that guy, I'd be really proud that I caused that level of emotion in a girl." I thought that was crazy funny at the time, and that guy eventually became one of my best friends. Sometimes her voice annoys me, but her lyrics are always brilliant, even if she doesn't understand the meaning to the word ironic. Number 181, Alanis Morrisette. Born in Ottawa, Canada in 1974, she was on a Canadian TV show for 5 episodes as a child. In 1991, when she was 17, she released her first album of dance pop that she co-wrote. It was a big hit in her country and won several Canadian Grammy Awards called Junos. She was called both the Debbie Gibson or Tiffany of Canada and opened up in concert for Vanilla Ice. Then she released a second album of more thoughtful ballads, and the album tanked, and she lost a record contract. At 19, she moved to Toronto, started writing music with Glenn Ballard, recorded her next album called Jagged Little Pill, and signed on with Maverick Records. Merely thought to be a stopgap to her next album, it gained tremendous airplay after the influential Los Angeles modern rock station, K-Rock with a Q, started playing its first single, You Oughta Know, in heavy rotation. It gained a lot of attention for its hard-hitting and explicit lyrics, and MTV played the video a lot as well. The singles All I Really Want, Head Over Feet, You Learn, and Hand in Pocket were all big hits and made the album go to number one, selling 16 million copies in the US and 33 million worldwide. Ironically, even with its misunderstanding of the meaning of the word, the song Ironic became her biggest hit off the album. But it was You Oughta Know that made me a big fan with its angry and emotional response to a man leaving her for another woman. All the drippy, sad, supreme type songs with the girl crying for her man and hoping he comes back to her were pushed aside for a woman who hates this man now because she loved him so much. When I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. I hope you feel it. We didn't realize it at the time, but she was a groundbreaking artist who ushered in a whole new era of refreshingly honest female singer-songwriters. Among them, Meredith Brooks, Jewel, Sarah McLachlan, Pink, Avril Lavigne, and one of my favorites, Fiona Apple. Her following album was not nearly a commercial hit, but did have a big single, one of my favorite songs of hers, Thank You. Her lyrics have gotten more deep and personal and turned off the wider audience. Her music career has gone under the radar since, but she had a very good guest starring stint on the TV show Weeds as a no-nonsense OBGYN. In a cast of childlike grown-ups, she played the most grounded, mature person on the show. Now isn't that ironic? From the Freditor.